Hello, Mermy. This is gonna be the last video today. I just wanted to get some of these haul videos out of the way so that I can put the goodies where they belong. So yeah, let's get started because this is for almost 3 months. So there's quite a few things to go through. So let's begin with computer games. All of these are for PlayStation 3. I have the special edition box of Mugen Souls, which is a JRPG. I have Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. I really love Ratchet and Clank games. So got to have that. Then I have Young Justice Legacy. This was sort of a whim. I found it relatively cheap and I love superheroes, so I thought I'll give it a shot. And when talking about superheroes, I have this one, and I've really been looking forward to this one. It's gotten so many reviews, and I mean, sure, it's a kids game. I know that, but still couldn't help myself. It's Marvel Superheroes Lego. And the last PlayStation 3 game is XCOM Enemy Within Commander Edition. I really loved the XCOM game, the new XCOM game, so I thought that the one that had the expansion, just playing through that would be interesting. So let's move on to Blu-ray movies, because I don't have too many of those either. I have the Smurfs too. Yes, that's the Norwegian title, Smurfene. But yeah, it's the Smurf 2. And don't judge me. I know these movies are crappy, but I mean, I loved the Smurfs animated series when I was a little girl, and these movies sort of just makes me go on a nostalgic trip. I haven't had time to watch it yet, though. I had a new Riddick movie, and I really like this one. I mean, sure, it's a bit stupid, sure, it's just mindless action, but it's pretty interesting nonetheless. And here's a movie that I was sort of disappointed at, and it is Elysium, because it has such great potential. I mean, yeah, and I sort of just make it action. Let's see how violent we can get. I don't have a problem with violent movies, not at all. What I have a problem with is that when you have the potential for a really great story and you just do nothing but fighting. And I have Monster University, again with a Norwegian title, Monster Universitetet, because I love the first movie in the series. Then I have RIPD, Rest in Peace Department, just a fun little movie with a department that fights against the supernatural. The Conjuring, which I haven't had time to see yet, which is a horror movie. City of Demons, here with the Norwegian titles. Skyggejegerne, Demonenes by. The original title was the Mortal Instrument, City of Bones. Yeah, Norwegian titles sometimes go bonkers, because here's what the English title is. The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. Now, if that should have been translated into Norwegian, it would have been De dødelige instrumenter, byen av bein. However, what the Norwegian title, which here is Skyggejegerne, Demonenes by, translates to English as is The Shadow Hunters, the City of Demons. So it's not even close, but yeah, it's City of Bones. And I have Pacific Rim, which I thought was amazing. It's just, again, stupid entertainment, but fun stupid entertainment. So let's move on to some anime. And sort them out a little bit here. I have Higurashi no Higurashi no Koronai Kira. So it's Kira-serien av Higurashi or When They Cry. And Higurashi no Naku Koronai Kai Orei. So it's Kai and Rei series of Higurashi or When They Cry. And I have Higurashi or When They Cry. So that should be all of this. One of the OVAs that I don't have, but the rest of the series I have. And yes, I know those boxes here are pirated. However, getting some of these anime series is almost impossible in the West, and then I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. So yeah, and then I have Mirai Nikki, or is it Another World it's translated as? Anyway, Mirai Nikki. And I got this one as a free gift. The Lemon Angel Project. I haven't seen this one yet, and basically usually these free gifts aren't really for me, but this is a bit science fictiony, so I thought I'll keep it and watch it. And then I got some Bleach. Like I said, I do collect one of the longer running series at a time. This is series 10 part 1 and series 10 part 2 of Bleach. And series 11. Oh, here my discs are falling. Okay. Yeah, and I have, if it wants to not be stuck to other things. Come on now, here we go. We have, how is it pronounced? Ninja Sensei Tokage. Toby Cage. Ninja Sensei Toby Cage. Some mech shows, I love mechs. And Date Alive. And like I said, these are, of course, pirated, even if it says on it that I aren't. But the point is, generally, when these series, if they become available easily on DVD in a Western release, I go and get them. And if not, then the company isn't losing any money on me actually getting access to them and seeing them, because things like Crunchyroll and such don't really work in Norway. And I have Street Fighter 2. And I also have a Western animation movie, or animation series, I mean, and it is Sherlock Holmes in 22nd Century. Which was sort of bought on a whim because, I mean, I think I paid $6 for this entire 26 episode series, so I thought, why not? at the very least it's a few hours of entertainment. And I have something a little bit different here. I really love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I have bought some of the series ends in season 7. But they continue the story as a season 8 and eventually a season 9 in comic book format. And I have some of them, but I've sort of lost track on who I have, so I've sort of gotten a bit. I'm not caught up with that. And this is basically a movement comic of season 8. So basically, I assume this works at other moving comics, that basically the panels slowly basically come up on the big screen, you read them, and then you move on. So basically you read the comic book on the screen. I thought that would be an interesting thing, and besides it was pretty cheap. So, I mean, I have another, usually there's some music to it and stuff. I have another moving comic type this, and I really hated that, but I thought I'll give it a chance because it's Buffy. Can't go wrong with Buffy. And then for some TV series, I have the entire season 1 of House of Anubis, which is basically a mystery, paranormal, teen drama thing. It's a bit strange because it's tiny little episodes, like 10 minutes or so, but it's still pretty good. Lost Girl season 3. Teen Wolf season 3 part 1. I hate when they do this. But I waited for some time and it didn't seem like they wanted to publish the full season, so yeah. I mean, this is just sucking more money out of people, and I mean, you pay enough for a DVD a season, which shouldn't be necessary to put the season and put the episodes over several discs. And also, what really annoys me is that probably we'll end up making a complete series from later, and it will be cheaper than just buying part 2. So I'll have a duplicate there, and it will just be annoying. But anyway, I couldn't wait any longer to just get the rest of the story. So yeah, I'm a sucker. And here's one that I got just because of the concept. And again, this was like 5, 6, 8 or something like that, under $10 for 40 episodes. And it's tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. Basically, this is Super Sentai spoof. So it's a spoof of things like, for example, Power Rangers. The people that has tattoos that give them superpowers, and yeah. I just thought the concept was so fun. And more silly Super Sentai-like things. American versions. We have Samurai Cyber Squad Volume 1. And Samurai Cyber Squad Volume 2. And like I said, I had that Mirai Karai, or how it's known in France, the Another World manga series. They've also made a television series of it, and so I got that too. So it's Another World, or Mirai Karai, Another World. So it's a Japanese television series. And I have Space Rangers, the complete science fiction cult classic TV series. And Big Bad Beetleborgs Season 1 Volume 1. and Big Bad Beetleborgs Season 1 Volume 2. And one thing that annoys me is that I do have, have published the Big Bad Beetleborgs Season 2 Volume 1, but I haven't seen a Volume 2 for that anyway. So I'm worried it's ended up sort of like the Gargoyle animated series. That is sort of, they made Season 1, and they published that on DVD, and they published half of Season 2, and they just left it there. I mean, it's so annoying that, for example, that Gargoyle ones, they only needed one more part, and the entire series would be on disc, but no. And that's kind of screwing over the customers that annoys me. And yeah, that is what creates piracy. Because really, I mean, after Netflix became that popular as it has been, its popularity has increased enormously over the last couple of years, piracy has dropped like a stone. Because that's fairly priced, it's readily and easily available, and most people want to pay for their goods. What is the problem is when you feel so unfairly treated. You spend the money and time to buy a TV series, you watch it, and they publish all of it but the last tiny part. And they just say, no, we don't earn enough money for that, so we're just not gonna do it. We don't have big enough profit margins. That makes the customer feel that they don't matter at all. And then it's very difficult to have any kind of loyalty towards the business. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on, some Doctor Who. We had Doctor Who, The Web Planet. And Doctor Who, The Space Museum, and The Chase. And speaking of Super Sentai, I have Enshan Sentai Go Unger. And then let's move on to movies on DVD. They had the clearance sale on one of the DVD stores. They were moving out old stock. So I got some ones really cheap. I have Evidence, which is a fun, found footage monster movie kind of thing. And Mortuaries. No, Mortuars. Mortuars. That title. And I just had to. I mean, it's about these two sadistic rapists in the forest that get hold of some campers. And usually that would be the movie. The problem is that the screams of the campers sort of wakes up the ghosts of Spartacus's army that was crucified. So, and I pissed off, and I come back and wreak havoc. I mean, who doesn't love a concept like that? I have World War Z. I wanted this on Blu-ray, but my local DVD store, they just wouldn't get it in. I asked for it and they couldn't give me any dates, so I thought, fuck it, I'll buy it on DVD. And I have Werewolf Fever. This is a horrible movie. I mean, there's movies that's so bad, they're good. And there's movies that just bad. And I mean, sure, it has its moments when one gets beat a werewolf to death with his silver price spatula. I mean, but yeah, it's stupid. And I have Grey Garci's Wing, which is an anime movie. It's interesting. I have Under the Bed, your typical horror movie. Werewolf Boy, which is I'm not sure if it's Japanese or Korean. It doesn't say. I think it's Korean, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, it's Korean. And I have My Little Pony, Equestria Girls. Just because there's a tiny part of me that will always be a 5-year-old girl in love with My Little Pony. That's just how it is. For me, I mean, I watched a lot of animated series growing up, but there were 3 that were my main ones. Perhaps I would say 5, but the 3 main ones were Transformers, My Little Pony, and Turtles. And I do like this. This is in the Friendship is Magic series, and basically it's about them becoming human-like and solving some magical problem. What else could I do? But yeah, I had to have it out. And I have Night Wolf, werewolf movie. Haven't seen it yet. It has werewolves in it. And I like werewolves. My stepbrother is a vampire. Basically, vampire movie spoof. I haven't seen this yet either, but such spoofs usually crack me up. And yeah, 2 more items and then we're done. Sorry for the movie or the video being that long. You have the Great Yokai War. I've been wanting this for so long, and I found this relatively cheap, so I decided to just pick it up. And the last one is another animated movie. It's Those Who Walk in Darkness, which I haven't seen yet either, because I've been so busy playing Tales of Scylla, and I mean those JRPGs, they're gonna eat your life. Seriously. I mean, I don't know how many hours me and hubby have spent on it. Anyway, that was my goodies on this call. I hope you have enjoyed this haul. Have a great day. Blessed be.